At last, Garmin has finally done it. The Instinct series, known for its rugged durability and crazy battery life, now has a bright, colourful AMOLED display. But here's the big question, is this really an actual upgrade? Or does it take away what made the Instinct series great in the first place? I've tested this watch in the gym, outdoors and during everyday life. And I've got a lot of thoughts about it. There are some features I absolutely love, but also a few things that might make you think twice before buying. So let's get straight to the point. The Instinct 3 AMOLED stays true to its roots. With a fibre reinforced polymer case, a metal reinforced bezel and a chemical strengthened glass that makes it one of the toughest adventurer watches out there. It's built to military standards 810 for shock and thermal resistance, and it's water rated to 10 ATM, meaning it can handle deep water submersion without any issue. One of the biggest surprises for me is that built-in LED flashlight, which activates with just a couple of clicks, and it now comes as standard across all Instinct 3 models. Initially, yes, I did think it was a gimmick, but after using it consistently pretty much every single day, I don't really want to go back to my Epix Gen 2 as it's missing that feature. Don't get me wrong, I've not used it to go trail running or using it to find my way at night, like you see on the trailer. But I have used it for more everyday simple things, like finding my work gear in the dark without having to wake up the other half, and getting my motorbike out first thing in the morning when it's pitch black, and being able to see exactly where the key goes without having to get my phone out my pocket. It even has multiple brightness settings, a red light mode, and a strobe mode for emergencies. Now let's talk about the size. Now the Instinct 3 AMOLED that I am reviewing, along with the solar version, is in the 45mm size. And while the AMOLED screen does make everything clearer, the thick bezel makes the display feel smaller than it actually is. For example, on my Epix Gen 2, that's also the 45mm option, and the screen feels noticeably larger in person. And that's because of that sleeker design and thinner bezel. So if you do prefer a more open screen experience, then you might want to go for the 50mm version instead. Now, this is where the biggest improvements come in. The 1.2-inch AMOLED display features a 390 by 390 resolution display. It's sharp, vibrant, and much easier to read than in previous Instinct models. A perfect example is the morning report. On the AMOLED version, my HRV, sleep score, and recovery status pop out immediately, and this is because they're all color coded. I can tell at a glance whether I'm good to go or need more rest. On the solar version, everything is grayscale, which means I have to read each number a little more carefully just to see where I line up. It's not a game changer, but it does make reading all your stats a little more convenient. Another great addition is having a redshift mode. This reduces blue light at night, a small but useful feature for anyone who trains in the evening or wants to check their watch before bed. Now, despite this being the Instinct 3's AMOLED version, it still doesn't have a touchscreen like you'd find in some more premium models. Everything is controlled via 5 physical buttons, and honestly, on this device, I prefer it that way. I found that using the physical buttons are far more reliable in the gym, during outdoor activities, and in wet conditions. There's no accidental swiping when lifting weights or running. Then it works perfectly whether you're using gloves or wet hands, and it's more responsive in extreme conditions. If you're used to touchscreens, it might take some adjustment, but for durability and reliability, button controls just make sense here. As remember, this watch is designed to be used in rugged and rough conditions. Now the solar model can technically last forever, but only if you're outside in direct sunlight for multiple hours every day. And those sunlight conditions have to be 50,000 lux conditions. So if you live in the UK like myself, where it's always cloudy and rainy all the time, then you're definitely not going to get that unlimited battery life that you may be hoping for. But you still will get almost double the battery life of this version. Now beyond the colour screen, the AMOLED version also comes with features that are not available on the solar model. And this is why you'll be paying more. First, if you like your smart features, you can actually see your images in notifications on Android instead of just getting a photo received message. Then there's the on-screen workout animations, and muscle maps are also a huge plus for strength training, yoga or HIIT workouts. Then the muscle map feature highlights which muscle groups you've worked, making it easier to track recovery. So after testing both, here's my honest recommendation. If you're someone who spends hours outdoors every single day, needs maximum battery life and doesn't mind that grayscale display, then the solar model is a better fit. But if you want a more smartwatch-like experience, a brighter display, better visibility, and useful extra features, then the Amoled version is absolutely worth it if you don't mind paying that extra money. For me, the improved screen clarity, animated workouts, and notifications with images make daily training much more easier and enjoyable. Yes, the battery life is shorter, but it doesn't bother me having to charge this watch around every 1 to 2 weeks. So the solar version for me is an essential. Either way, they're both amazing devices and I love the rugged style look of them. So ultimately, it will depend on what you need your watch for. But let me know in the comments below which one would you go for and your reasons why, the solar version or the Amoled. Again, if you do have any questions about either device, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, check out my next video as I'll be doing a full breakdown of all the Garmins, helping you decide which Garmin you should buy for 2025. Thanks for watching.